Hello and welcome to Matcha Mornings, part of the Wander Barn Podcast Network. I'm your host, Amanda Kingsmith, and I'm excited to dive deep on topics around holistic health, the power of food, hormone health, how the practices of yoga can impact our health and well-being, and much more. So grab your cup of tea, settle in, and let's get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Matcha Mornings. I'm really excited to be here with you today because it has been a long time since I have been doing podcast episodes. I've been on maternity leave over the last year with my baby girl, who's currently 11 months old, and I have not been producing a lot of content. But over the last couple of months, I have been writing on Substack, and I've been really enjoying exploring the topics of motherhood and traveling with kids and some Ayurvedic wellness practices and seasonal living. And so I wanted to start sharing some of my posts here on Matcha Mornings and see if they resonate with people listening, if they're interesting, and also to give people on Substack maybe an opportunity to listen to the posts instead of reading them. Everyone likes different mediums for consuming content, and so why not have a written version as well as a spoken version? So, without further ado, let's dive in. This post is called Rhythm and Ritual May Edition, and it's all about practices and intentions for May. May is here, and with it comes sunnier days, warmer weather, blooming flowers, and growing gardens. May makes me think about running barefoot in the backyard, feeling the earth squish between my toes. Growing up in Canada, May was often one of the first months without snow, and for me, it feels like a time of renewal and growth, as well as grounding and rooting down. From an Ayurvedic perspective, May is a kapha time of year, emphasizing the elements of earth and water. As we shed the winter heaviness and move into spring, May is a time for grounding, energizing, and all things warm and light. Think gentle exercise, lighter foods, and more time outside. One of the things that I've been loving lately is setting monthly intentions and practices related to both the year's season and my life season. I love setting intentions instead of goals because they set the stage for how I want to feel for the month, while feeling more feminine and a little bit less rigid. So here are some practices and intentions for May. Spend more time outside. As the days get longer and the sun gets warmer, it's time to spend more time outside. This could be a morning or lunchtime walk, a picnic outside with the kids, or hiking instead of hitting the gym. I also love to take a book or my laptop outside and sit in the shade, enjoying some warmth and sunshine. Connect with the earth. Planting a garden is a great way to connect with the earth and spend more time outside. For many of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the perfect time to start planting herbs, flowers, fruits, and vegetables. And it's a great way to ground and connect to the earth. But if you don't have a green thumb or the space or time to tend to a garden, walking barefoot in the grass is the perfect way to ground and connect to the earth. Nourish the body with lighter foods. As the weather warms up, we feel naturally inclined to grab for lighter, fresher foods. Gone are the days of soups and stews. This is a great time of year to start bringing in more fresh fruits, vegetables, and greens. If you have a local farmer's market that you can go to, this is an excellent opportunity to purchase and eat locally and seasonally. Spring clean. If you're into it, this is also a great time of year to do a spring cleanse. You can Google Ayurvedic spring cleanse if you want to learn more. A spring cleanse is not just for the body, though. It can also be great for our physical space. May is the perfect time to switch out seasonal clothes, clean out closets, and donate or sell items you no longer use. Something about cleaning out my space feels so refreshing, and I have been craving spring cleaning this year. Mindful and gentle movement. Coming off the winter months, May is a great time to start doing more gentle movement and exercise. Like a bear waking up from a long winter hibernation, we're beginning to wake our bodies up with more movement. Think walking, hiking, yoga, and dance. Bonus points if you can do your movement practices outside. Create a morning ritual. The sun gets up earlier, which often means we do too, especially those of us with little kids who rise with the sun. If you have the capacity for it, create a morning ritual like stepping outside in the grass and getting morning sun in your eyes, or spending 5 minutes writing in your journal before you start your day. Morning journaling, including daily gratitude, has been one of my favorite spring rituals. Read more books. I'm a big reader during every season, but during spring and summer, I love reading outside as much as possible. Spring is the perfect time to stroll through a bookstore and stock up on new books. I love lighter reads, romances, and rom-coms in the spring and summer months. One of my favorite quotes for this season that I found is, "The world's favorite season is the spring. All things seem possible in May," by Edwin Way Teale. So if you're feeling inspired to bring any of these seasonal practices and intentions into your own life, try starting with one small ritual, perhaps a morning walk, a new recipe with seasonal produce, or maybe a new yoga class. And if you do, I'd love to hear about it and how it went. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm wishing you a beautiful month of May. I would also love to hear what you think of this mini bite-sized episode where I'm reading from some of my writing. I'd also love to invite you to follow along if you prefer to read. You can head on over to amandakingsmith.substack.com and you can check out all of my posts. Like I said before, I've been writing about all things motherhood, travel, Ayurveda, seasonal living, and I'm sure there's so much more to come. So once again, that's amandakingsmith.substack.com, and I would love to see you over there. Otherwise, I'll see you in another episode of Matcha Mornings very, very soon. Thanks so much and have a great day. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Matcha Mornings. To find links mentioned in this episode, show notes, photos, and more, head on over to wanderbarn.com/podcast/matcha-mornings. To be the first to know about brand new episodes of Matcha Mornings, subscribe on your podcast app. If you enjoyed this episode of the show, please leave a review or send me an email at wanderbarn@gmail.com with the subject line Matcha Mornings. To follow along with me, Amanda Kingsmith, you can find me on Instagram at Amanda Kingsmith to learn more about other fun projects I'm working on. To find more great podcasts like this one on topics such as travel, the business of yoga, cryptocurrency, and more, head on over to wanderbarn.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.